looking sexy.
Yes. The glow. It's the glow for me.
It's the glow.
It's the glow for me.
Okay, so where you want to start? You want to start over? It's this for me. This feels good as fuck, y'all. Yes, y'all need to get y'all one of these. This Adam and Eve. I think it's called Greedy Girl.
Greedy Girl.
I said, ooh.
I mean, I can understand why. It thrusts. It has the ridges. It has the clit stimulator. It's
Mama want a lot.
We getting all of it.
She want it all.
She does.
She greedy. Because who can really handle all this? And for how long?
30 seconds.
Let us know in the comments.
30 seconds.
What you see how I got you do the pulsate.
Oh, the clit stimulator does different.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, this thing like slanging. It's this for me. Yeah. Y'all don't think y'all can see how my nail is flipping. This is
it's going. It's turbo.
Yeah. So
wait, bring it down some.
Yeah.
Right there. Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear that? No, you just got. Oh no, the teacup. No, not really. I had a bottle of water with the.
It would make that bottle of water bubble.
Bubble boots. So yeah, y'all be looking out for these.
Greedy Girl by Adam and Eve.
Yes.
Well, all right.
Thrusting Rabbit, rechargeable. Ooh. I still got like a little. My arm still feel like it's vibrating. Yeah, we like you. I ain't even tried you that yet, but we like her. What else we got? Tell me, what do you think about this? Because this gives a real, stick your hand in there.
I think it's a pretty sex toy, and I feel like...
The perfect anal tool, it says.
Yes. I feel like it would be less intimidating for people who are, like, wanting to venture into anal things.
Yeah. Even, like, they got anal kits. Basically, like, what are they called? Like, starter kits. You get the small, medium, large, and you gradually increase in the size.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are cool.
Oh, and this is a training kit, like a gauge on your earring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's levels to this shit.
It is very much so levels to this shit. Got the anal toys that vibrate for you. Okay. Just so many sex toy options. Push it to control. It's a remote control. Vibrating butt plug. So, if you want one, y'all know how to reach me.
Yes, she just keeps pulling out all these little things.
Little things do big work. It's that one. I think that's the one that warms
like
up.
Christmas. Like, it warms up?
It massage you up.
Oh, yes.
Woman prostate massager. So it's going to warm it up, heat it up a little bit. Let me heat up the balls. Yes, with them rippers. Shout out to my girl at Greensboro. We have to add her information below. It's like, yeah, girl, you did these. Thank you. But yeah, so many adult. That one. Would you believe that's an anal toy too? So at first you think it is giving whip. But it's insertable.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, y'all. It's going down in the town.
It is. It is.
Very much so.
Let's have some tea.
Yeah. AKA. Yeah. Because, so where do we start? Let's talk about life. Lingerie life.
Yes. Okay, it's National Lingerie Day.
Yes.
And
Which It's my goal is to change that. National Lingerie Day needs to be on my birthday within the next 5 years. My birthday was just Saturday, April 16th, and it's too close together to not be on my birthday. You know, so it's like y'all manifest that with me. Okay. Well, you really don't even have to because I'm gonna get it done some way somehow. Yes. But yeah, it very much so needs to be April 16th. Needs to be National Lingerie Day because that's my day, and I'm the lingerie queen.
Yes, the lingerie queen.
Yeah, so that'll be T.
Yes.
Okay. And so yeah, it's coming up on the 25th of this year, correct?
The 26th.
26th.
Right. That's Tuesday, right?
I told you it's April 16th in my head.
Okay.
So it's pretty much whenever my birthday arrives, but technically it is still next week, this upcoming week.
Yes. And I am here with Shaterra from Shaped by You Lingerie. Y'all know I always give it up for my girl on Birds, Bees, and Tease Instagram. But now I'm actually here with her, and I'm just so happy to spotlight your business and to talk to you and to let the people get to know you, you know, in the ways that I've come to know and love you. So, yes. So yes, please tell us about Shaped by You.
Yeah, so y'all, thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I am Shaterra, and I'm the CEO, owner of Shaped by You Lingerie. We got some sexy gear. Everything is meditated over, manifested over, as we do wholesale right now. In addition to some custom pieces, we do have a Divine Feminine custom robe. And we just pretty much are a lingerie empowerment brand that thrives on making women feel sexy, confident, and also emotionally and spiritually fulfilled. So, we're not your typical lingerie brand. Because if you know anything about me, Shaterra gets it up in the spiritual world, so don't play with her. We ain't never been one of them. Not in the 3D and definitely not in the spiritual world. So I just really like to share the love and the passion that I found for myself through my own spirituality and self-exploration with other women. And it's been going great. I launched the brand in 2018 in Durham, North Carolina, and we've been up ever since. And it's up. And then when it's up for me, it's up for y'all. So y'all should want me to win. So don't be no hater watching, okay? Because it's all over me, though. Look, we don't like y'all. How they doing? We don't like that.
Yes. So I love that you talked about like confidence, because we talk a lot about sexual confidence on my podcast. And
this is the energy I need, because I need to have something going. No, you feel me? So give it to me, my girl. I receive it. Let's definitely promote the sex confidence. We need it, y'all.
Yes. So what does sexual confidence mean and look like for you?
Getting to know yourself, loving yourself, exploring yourself, working yourself before you work these men, before you let these men work you, or whatever your sexual preference is, or whatever. Because hey, do your thing out here. Ain't no judgment. I really don't give a damn. Have your fun, but be confident in yourself, and with confidence comes really just loving yourself, all parts of it. And you just got to know that you are lovable, embrace those parts of yourself, and flaunt it. And it's definitely somebody out here in the world ready to love them parts about you. And don't you forget that, okay?
Period. Somebody's. Somebody's.
Yes, very much so. Multiple. That's very much so true. Yeah, plenty of people.
Yeah.
Loving it.
I love that you said to flaunt it. Like, yes. I feel like I'm trying to step more into that in my adult body. This grown woman body. That,
that's when it gets sexy though, because I feel like
it's
I'm getting the compliments on the grown woman body. Yes. And that come with the stuff that I felt like we would be insecure about younger, like the stretch marks, the titties being longer, the hair on the face in places you may not want. But it'd be like, I didn't get compliments on that, so it's like, oh yeah, we grown and sexy, baby. What y'all thought? Ain't no low self-esteem. So
yeah, and I just love that. I love that for sure. Like, it's like, oh, this is it's really giving. It's adding to the whole mix, and I love that.
Very much so adding to.
And I love that you're able to do that through your lingerie brand.
So as I grow, my brand grows, my spiritual journey grows. A lot of what I do with my lingerie is being more intentional. I do a lot of paying attention to feedback. I'm eventually going to start a bra collection for my deceased sister that just passed. My sister was wearing a 44H. Let me get it right down. I don't know. I got the receipt somewhere, but big bra, big tits, big Aries energy, and was loving them. So I want to honor her. So it's like everything has meaning. You get what I'm saying? It was very hard for my sister to find bras, and at one point, obviously growing up with her, I knew she was insecure about her boobs at one point. So just really being comfortable and honoring that part, because as obviously being her younger sister, I got to see her grow and embrace the love for her boobs. Because after a while, I was like, oh yeah, Siamese, loving them. You get what I'm saying? That helped me so much with my feminine energy and sensuality, because we always had big titties on my side of the family. So it was like, oh, they like this. I just gotta put them out there with the people that like, and it was up after that. That's all you gotta do is find your niche, and it's like, yeah, they out here, and they can't get enough. So I put on my self love oil too, so it's like, bitch be feeling it.
Yes,
and y'all should too. Definitely hold it down for Shaped by You. This is my baby, my first brand, my first vision, and it came from me actually going to a lingerie party and feeling really good. I was never really the girly girl, sweatpants and sweater do me, ponytail pulled to the back, lip gloss if that. Carmex was always cool, you feel me? So just going to that lingerie party and getting my hair and makeup done, and always kept nails and toes done occasionally. So it was like, no, this is giving. I'm feeling more sexy. I'm feeling like something. And maybe had to be, 20 at the time, 22. So it was like, okay, that was cute. Real cute. And I just wanted more. More and more and more. And I went to a few over the years, but it was just one that I went to. And it was like, oh yeah, other women got to feel like this. We need to feel like this.
Yes, you took the words out of my mouth, for real. Like, I want more of us to experience that. And I feel like that comes in many different ways, but definitely in sexual liberation. Like, and that's why I do this podcast. I get so excited about
sex. I'm such a great sex therapist.
Yes, you are. Tell me about that too.
So I graduated with my master's in marriage and family therapy, and definitely gonna specialize in sex therapy and play therapy. You know, I love kids. That's what I went to NCCU for. But sex therapy is very interesting.
Yes,
you learn a lot about what people think. It helped me be a lot more open, a lot more empathetic. So sex therapy taught me a lot, because I was always pro sex, happy sex. Really, because sex is a good feeling for me. Very sexual, high energy person. But what it made me realize is not everybody has good sexual and pleasurable experiences. And it opened me up to, well, shit, maybe yours weren't always so enjoyable. Was that your mentality at the time? So it really just helped me to grow and expand. So it's like, we trying to get it jumping in the sex department. And as jumping as it can be.
I have said this before. The more you learn about sex, the better sex gets.
And the more you learn about yourself.
The more you learn about your body and about what you like and about what type of people you like to be around and what type of energy, makes you feel good. Like, just the more you learn about yourself, the more you learn about sex, it brings better experiences, because you're like, I know what this is. I know what's happening. I know why I'm feeling this way.
It's give you a chance to get excited. Yes. The excitement, the intensity. Because anytime, especially like me, if I'm initiating sex or something, I really, for one, I'm mentally attracted to you. So that's already a plus. And then it's like, okay, now I want to get my body away. So now I want to do more. I'm already in tune with my body in general. Love my body, man, my vagina like this, close. I can't get no closer. You feel that, sis? But just really growing and understanding. Yeah, like you said, it makes you more into a person when you're more into you. Yeah. You got to really be into yourself to try to get before you try to get yourself away.
That is what you just said. That really was like a light bulb moment for me, because it's like, I feel like that with my partner. Like, I feel like I know the things that he likes about me because I like those things about me too. And it's like I appreciate when he's admiring those things about me because it's like, yes, you know, like you get it too.
No, like that's
you
me.
Get it.
You feel me?
You get it. Like, yes, I am a bad bitch. Like, yes, this ass is fat. Yes,
and
like you know,
delicious.
Like, you know, like. I'm like, you get it. You get it.
Thank you for that. No, I really appreciate you saying that because now that make me put, it's like, even my little connection, it's like, thank you for getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sexually getting it, mentally getting it, romantically, intimate. Like, just shout out to the people that get it. But you know what? I feel like that's when we got to circle back and shout out to us because it's like shout out to us just for being self-aware and putting ourselves in an environment to where we only accept people who get it.
Yes.
Because everybody ain't always had this. We ain't always had this to where it was like,
absolutely
okay, it's
not.
in alignment. Like that's that finding yourself process is
yes.
some shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it's so necessary. So it's
yes.
like
I feel like that has been
you appreciate it more.
Oh my God, that has been like a real thing for me.
The find me process, right?
Just like realizing that who I have and who I'm sharing space with and stuff like that is really a reflection of me. Like when my mother used to say that back in the day, like who you hang around is a reflection of you. I'm like, no, it's not. Just because they doing this don't mean I'm doing this. Da, da, da. And it's not even about that. It's about who can share space and who can share energy with
what you allow sometimes is
and if you know that for yourself, then that's all you're gonna be able to tolerate.
That is very true. No, seriously.
A moment. Come on, therapy.
Back. No, and it's crazy, and I'm thankful because I do that without intentionally doing that. But I don't think people realize my connection with myself is my connection to people. So anytime I'm coming off as hard or rude or blunt, that's me 24/7 with myself. Like y'all can hear how I talk to myself and how I really be so gangster with myself. It's like, so what I look like sparing you of this how I talk to myself. And that don't mean that mean I love myself. I love you. I love people in general. I love the human nature, but girl, it be like that. You gotta have that self-reflection, and sometimes you gotta sit with the bullshit because it's always a positive ending for me. Like life always get better. Every day get better. Every birthday get better. Every new year get better. Like you don't pay attention to stuff. And maybe that's what give me hope. Like every single thing, life always gets better.
What'd you do for your birthday this year?
I had a spiritual lake party, girl. This is my first year celebrating myself. It was really like, gifts. I need gifts. I need love. Like, like I really did that because I put a lot into the universe. I put a lot into people. But toxic masculinity, that shit will have you not in touch with your feminine side. Like, I was not receiving. And people love me. People will do for me. I just really had to step back from that role of being a provider. Because it's like, no, man, baby.
Yeah,
what they say, get Carisha, what's that? Because it's like, girl, come on. Just learn. I really had to learn to receive more. So, yeah.
Do you feel like learning to receive, like your process of that, impacts you sexually?
Oh, thank you for that question. I'm gonna have some good sex tonight because it's just the openness. I got the idea.
What is
Remember,
that?
I was saying for the day, I have this sexual health quiz. And we are still new. And I find it's a good way to know your partner. It's like some feelings and stuff there, too. So it's like we get to bond sexually. And because I can do everything indoor. That'll be creative. I can always order some food in the house or something. But it's like, I need you to come on and
like
talk and get this love. Yes. I got it. Thanks, y'all. It's the podcast that just like really completed everything for me. Because that's a good question because I think if I channel it that way, if I know to look at it that way, I can make that connection. So now I'm going to be looking forward to making that connection because me personally, I have been working more on my sexual energy because I've had sexual blockages. You know, I'm a spiritual person, so working on my sacral chakra and just realizing what blockages are there because some weird shit really started to happen to me or I started to elevate. Let me not say weird. If I'm coming across people like sexually that's not in alignment with me, I throw up. Like, and when I tell you like how we used to be drunk off liquor throwing up in college, like that type of throw up, not no love. I'm saying like demons at the altar throwing up. You ever been to church like that? That's what it reminds me of.
Okay, hold on. No. I need to know more about this.
Oh, okay, I
no,
stop.
No,
y'all
I was
do.
trying to.
because this is the elevator. Now, I even got to go live on my stories because
please do.
That's really a real thing.
Please do.
So I'm gonna do Facebook. Let me not stall, but because this is really for y'all, we gonna get it. Just send me this snippet because this is a real thing. We gonna break it down, but yeah. So during sexual encounters, it's like a overwhelming, nauseated feeling. Like, you know how your jaws clench, mouth watery, and it's like when I realized I had to throw up, like I'm really like at the bathroom throwing up. And it first happened with my ex. And I did at that point really question myself, like, what is it? Is it my body? Is it my womanhood? And I feel like as women we are so quick to do that. Whole time it was my intuition, girl, because it was so much. See, that's when y'all need to go watch that breakup video. We're gonna add that tag too. But
yes.
Foolish of I would wipe myself off and go back and have sex with him, still nauseous and everything, really not really putting the
Did he know you was throwing up? Like he could hear you?
Yeah, he would come like sometimes he'll check on me, but eventually like he had got used to it. But yeah, but
okay, hold on. Used to how many times did it happen?
This was I'm gonna tell you how real it is.
Okay.
Mind you, this is because this is the only person I was sexually active with for a really long time. That was my guy. So then when that happened, it was like stuff in the relationship started happening, won't adding up. Like, you know, we becoming more distant and stuff like that. And whole time I'm spiritually elevating, baby. Like, not to my knowing or not to my fullest knowledge. And it just so happened, you get tired of the person's shit. I'm like, okay, I'm letting this other guy court me. We go out to Charlotte for a weekend, and I'm like, I'm ready to give it up.
Yes.
None of that. No nausea, no throwing up, no tension, like none of that I felt. And mind you, I was with this guy 3 to 4 years before I even had that throwing up, nauseated feeling. So it's not something that I had with previous sex partners. It's not something that I previously had with him. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was situation. It very much so had everything to do with situation. So me just being, I guess, the curious person that I am, y'all, I'm testing it out. I'm like, okay, so is this guy gonna make me throw? It was always my ex. Like I said, I went with the guy to Charlotte, ain't had none of that. And then I purposely went back to my ex a few days later to see, y'all, sit, like, just sit to my stomach, sit. And that went on, girl, like, foolish of me, like, literally for 2.5 years. And yeah, I kid you not, that's something like that low self-esteem, low self-worth will have you in a place. Because I'm really questioning myself. I'm all at the doctor, like, I did have a miscarriage. Like, what was, and it's like, if y'all knew what, basically this man was battling demons, battling, sexuality, drug addiction, all type of stuff that I really had not awareness of. Or, yeah, because, I mean, if I wasn't paying attention, I didn't fucking know. So I was ignorant to it. But yeah, y'all. But the thing is, that gift, I would say, still lingers in me now. Because I'm, even like I was telling you, trying to be on my whole shit, girl. Why? Threw up. Like, I'm saying, it's like March. So I was like, oh, no, you, And the thing is, we was cool at first, but I realized the more me and him conversed, he was very into me emotionally to where, like, oh, I want kids and I want this. And it was like, hold on.
He was trying to ride the wave.
Who?
He was trying to ride the wave.
So, but the thing is, one time, because like I said, we had our little fun, we was doing our little thing, and then that's what Spirit was saying, girl, because I'm like, he might be the type to poke holes in condoms and stuff. Weird. I don't like stuff like that. It just put me in an uncomfortable space as a woman. So, kid you not, this is our last time. I just started to get, because I told him, any guy I'm with intimately, they know, like, because I tell him, like, if I'm getting any type of nausea, if I'm tensing up, then you going to know that, and I need you to know my past so you can know where that's coming from. Because if I throw up for one, that's not a good signal, and I need you to know if that's what's happening so you just don't think I'm weird. But it's a gift for me. But long story short, it was like, we was getting into it, and I just started to feel sick, and I'm all like this getting out the bed. I'm like, trying to flag him down at the same time because about to throw up, y'all. And I'm like, something ain't right. So I had to ask him. I cleaned myself up. I'm like, so what was you on? Because he will get emotional, intimate, and talk to me. So I'm like, what was up? And I think he was such in shock that I'm so powerful because he was like, I was literally thinking I wanted you to be my baby mom so bad when you was like during that moment. And I said, yeah, no. Then I'm, fussing at him. Didn't I tell your ass no? But I'm like, that's why I told you that if this not in alignment, we can't be mad. Because I'm not manifesting that with you. You get what I'm saying? Because I do my sex magic and stuff. I'm manifesting like self-love, feeling good. Because he is somebody that worship my body, like every single piece. So I did appreciate that. But girl, you're not finna let me. You're not finna make me. What Beyonce say? You wish I was your baby mama for me to come around and give you good karma. But no, absolutely the fuck not.
Trying to ride away. No.
Yeah, but when I realized that, I was like, well, that's confirmation for you. Because I'm like, I know you couldn't have made that up. Because like that throwing up shit, I was like, no, now you see I can't make this up. Like, you really don't need to think like that. This is our last time. Like, it real mature. Like, I mean, he was a little petty, but it was just ultimately too like, well, no, because I told you no. And you still trying to think. I'm like, by you thinking that in your head, that's you wanting it. That's a manifestation.
I feel like a lot of
don't
people
do
think
that.
That's a compliment, like, of some sort. Like women are supposed to take that.
Especially women that ain't got kids. It's like, oh yeah, I know all y'all want me to be y'all baby mama. Right. It been that way since I was, 15, 16? And I'm almost 30 now. That shit don't hold no weight.
Not go happy.
That means you want everybody to be your baby mama. And I mean, I'm a great catch, but don't get it twisted. That means another girl like me can come around and you want her. You got to be in alignment because I'm not meant to be your baby mama. You're not meant to be mine. It's like, don't force it. That was my whole thing.
We don't got to. Why? Why? Understand that your paternal clock may be kicking.
But not over here.
It doesn't have anything
past
ticking.
The clock.
It might not have anything to do with me. It might not have nothing to do with me. Like,
yeah, people got different encounters. That's what I was trying to. But the thing is, I was very clear about my intention. I told him I appreciated how he made my body feel, and that's what I was going after. Because I go through periods. I'm either very sexually active or I'm not at all, which is a reflection on it's blockages, it's trauma, and it be stuff like that. So even after that, it was like, okay, back to square one. We about to be set up because it's like niggas just don't be getting it. Because it's like, why would you still feel like you can manifest that with me, like my body or my spirituality ain't real? Like they felt that shit. Said, no, yeah. So it was like, no, don't disrespect my body like that.
That's
so it was off with his ass.
The contrast with that, because it's like he is able to be so emotionally open with you and be vulnerable and be soft and worship you and all the things that you want.
But you still ain't respect my body.
But you still are not being respectful. Woo!
Cause I told him your thoughts, like, control yourself. Even like it had been times I would tell him like, we just lay in the bed and I want to talk. Cause I also had to work on my feminine energy with being more emotionally compatible and stuff. And he'd just be like, okay, but you laying in the bed naked and I just want to touch him. It's like, come on, like self-control. Like, but I'm getting gas. Like, yeah, I know. But it's also, I was finding myself getting annoyed because it's also like, no, my God, calm down. So it's like, yeah, but that's old. My new friend making it do what it do.
Yes, new friend.
New friend is doing it. So we're going to do the sexual health thing. I think that'll be cute. Because I did make a cute little note for him. And I can do stuff around the house. Ooh, you
light a little
Can you leave me the petals?
Yes, I can. I brought them for you.
Yeah, see? I can do that something cute at the house. I think I'm going to go get us a bottle of tequila. Make sure I have... This is going to be cute. Because it's going to be empowering. And it's really something that I'm starting to do. I just got my first real sex toy for real. So just learning to work on my own stuff and really just loving on me. And it's been exciting. I'm learning my body more. Learning to speak up more. I actually recently saw a guy who sexually assaulted me at NCCU. I seen him at the Greensboro Mall late last year, and I felt like he knew. Because you know how we take these things so lightly, but it's like at that time it was like, no, boy, you knew I did not want the, you know, and it's like I felt like us seeing each other, especially like all these years later, with the level of maturity that I have within myself, and even with him, I felt like it was one of those things like, oh, you kind of knew. And I was like,
How do you feel like, if you're okay with sharing, like, how do you feel like that situation has moved you to the place where you are now sexually, even venturing into using sex toys and everything?
I was just hope nobody got to go through it to have a good sex life. At the same time, I also look at it as, how do you really understand the power of the empowerment of getting on the other side if you didn't go through that? You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, because I hate to say that you got to go through that. Because I really don't want anybody. I really would not want nobody to go through that. Because I've been taken advantage of and not really realizing that that's what's going on. Like, because just the lack of mentally, like, just really giving men too much control over you mentally, emotionally, giving them too many passes.
Woo.
But
that's the one.
Yeah, because it's like you just really... and I honestly didn't even know, girl. I realized a lot of stuff just comes from DNA trauma, like... Shit I was carrying, and I didn't even know what it was, but I realized that shit my aunt and I probably did. Just decisions that you really are unconsciously making. So self-awareness really saved my life. And it's a lot of stuff I still probably don't know, but I do try. Because I don't want my daughter to be, a man forcing himself on her, or she giving up her goods because he won't get off of her, or, just whatever the case is. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
So it is a lot that comes with that, but it makes me very appreciative. Like, as me, if I'm having sex now, it's because I want to. I feel empowered. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I even learned that it's like, what is it, like a willingness test I learned in sex therapy, my internship. You think about, like, 'cause it's the difference between, what is it, like, wanting and willing. Like, you can want to have sex, but are you willing to have sex right now? Some shit like that. It's something to that extent, but you basically put it on a scale of 1 to 10, like, do I want it? Because your partner can want it, but it's like, do you want it? And yeah, it's a lot, y'all. Sex is a lot. That's why I understand why kids shouldn't be having it, because it's like, unless you getting this game taught from real young and you getting it taught like this, like how we talking about it, you ain't ready.
Exactly.
Everybody talking about STDs and babies. Let's talk about these soul ties and emotional traumas, and
and it's crazy because it's like crazy for shit. So long, even when I started in sex education at 16, for so long, that's all we talked about. Pregnancy and STDs. Pregnancy and STDs. Right. Pregnancy and STDs. And there is so...
And the two most common things.
It's so much other shit that comes with sex. Like, there's
Let's talk
so
about
much
the real
other
trauma
shit that comes with sex. And so many parts of the conversation that I just omitted. And, like, we're genetically... We're made as humans to, like, want to have sex when we go through puberty. Like, after we go through puberty. Like, that is just how our bodies are set up. But if we are not taught anything about that process besides, like, you're going to get a period, your voice is going to get deep, you're going to grow body hair, don't get pregnant.
It's the scaring, because that, like, when I tell you my womanhood is so powerful. My mom, we got, like, True Love weights rings, like, twice. I was really on some shit. Like, girl, I was going to hell. And I don't know why I was thinking I was going to die so young. Like, it's crazy. Like, that Christianity and stuff, like, no, do y'all thing. Be blessed in the Lord, do y'all thing. Just be safe out there with that religious shit. Because, like, that took away my whole empowerment, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, thinking that you nasty because you gave your body away at a certain age or before marriage. And it's like, that'll make a woman feel like her feminine energy isn't as powerful. It's like, no, you need to train women that... Well, me personally, I'm going to train my daughter that your womanhood is powerful and you be strategic about who you share it with. I'm not going to tell you not to share it with nobody. That's unrealistic. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, just learn the value. Because honestly, if it was getting kicked to me like that, maybe I would have gave more of a fuck about who I was fucking. Yes. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's how
instead
I feel.
Of fearing me,
instead of telling me don't do it,
show me how.
Tell me how. Tell me why. Tell me the importance. Tell me the deepness. Like, but it's so much.
Make it
shame.
sacred for me.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Instead of mine was sacred, it was shame.
It's not sacred. It's shame. Ooh.
But sex makes babies. Like, it's so much life and beauty in that. You get what I'm saying? I ain't saying, like, it's just, I don't know, y'all. It's a lot. But, yeah, it was really more of those things, like,
that is revolutionary.
More fear. But it was, like, passive-aggressive fear. Not saying, like, oh, that's going to happen. But it's, like, you not hearing none of the good stuff about sex. You like that. And that's what I'm saying by making it a negative thing. Because nobody talking about how beautiful it is to go through a pregnancy and how beautiful it is for a woman to know that she can conceive after thinking she was infertile. Or, like, just so much stuff that now, as almost 30 years old, that I understand. It's like, But I understand you telling a 14-year-old that too, though.
Crazy.
But it's like,
I mean, but it's crazy though, because it's
she'll
like,
get it.
I'm realizing now how many negative messages I've internalized about pregnancy.
Yes,
and
it's beautiful
like,
as fuck.
Yes, but all because like so much of my childhood was don't get pregnant. You better not get pregnant. You can't get pregnant. Getting pregnant is going to ruin your life. It's going to ruin the family.
And it don't ruin shit, y'all.
And it's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, it, yeah.
You really got to learn to reframe the dynamic. Like, I think about, like, just older people in nursing homes now that don't have family, don't have kids and stuff like that. Like, just general stuff. I'm not saying have a kid because it make it easier on you down the line. But also have a kid because it make it easier for you down the line. Because, like, the fuck? Who want to be in this? Who don't want to fight? Yeah, but just learning. It's a lot of unspoken communication that the black community gives. And I honestly, I'd be scared, girl, because I'm like, damn, my little daughter, she probably be a little fucking Spice Girl, because I'm real big on body empowerment. It's like, no, I want my kid to be fucking at 9. But one thing I will say, if she is, she going to be fully equipped. She going to know what the fuck is going on. And she going to, like, that's definitely not put that. But it's like, yeah, it's just, you got to really educate people, like.
Yeah, I feel like if kids knew more about sex, they would probably delay it.
They would. I'm grown and I would delay it because I know what's going on.
It's like I'm just now reaching the point where sex is what I thought it was when I was a child. I'm just now
enjoyable. It's just now getting enjoyable.
And that's, and that has everything, and it has a lot to do with the circumstances of my life as well. Like, I'm in a better place to be able to have better sex because of who I'm with and who I'm, what I'm saying, all of that, like, all of that. So, like, had I known about all of the relationship shit and all of the other shit that, would come with being sexual with other people,
it's deeper than just popping some pussy.
Been like, okay, I will wait till I'm, 20 or whatever, but,
It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. And let's not, like, finding compatibility. Like, so, because my thing is Twitter for me right now. I'll go ahead and tell y'all, Twitter, I learned so much from Twitter. Yes. Twitter will make me question my sexuality, my sex oriented, just everything. It's just like, damn, it is a lot going on out there than what's in my love bubble. Twitter is always one of the ones.
We love Twitter. And follow us on Twitter at Birds Bees Tease.
I need to do
on there. Follow us at Birds Bees Tease. Retweet the good stuff, the conversations, and all of that. Yes.
Because it be good, y'all. And it just be like, damn, maybe I ain't doing enough or I ain't heard of that yet. Twitter keep it spicy for your ass.
It's crazy. And it's like, we have so much to still learn about sex. Like, if you think
don't know shit.
If you think that you know something, I'm telling you. And I'm saying this as a sex educator. Like, my mind be blown all the time learning stuff. Like, I'm like, oh, really? Like, half of this shit that I done seen in here today, I ain't never seen this before.
Yeah, it's
like, okay, I'm a sex girl, but I'm shit. It's a lot of stuff I don't know, and we have to be intentional about continuing to learn.
Yes. What was I getting ready to say? Yeah, so y'all, sex toys, sex life, it's a lot. It's a lot going on in the world of an adult.
Tell everybody where they can find your get connected with you and all your businesses.
So Shaped by You Lingerie. So Shaped by www.shapedbyou lingerie. Lingerie, y'all, is spelled Lingerie. Because I know that definitely be fucking some of y'all up. And it's cool though. But we here to let y'all know because it is a little. The word is spicy. Lingerie is a spicy word.
It is. She's a spicy
like
girl.
Okay. Shaped by You Lingerie on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, literally. So just look for the red roses, red and black logo. You'll see us. At Twitter, it's just at Shaped by You. Instagram is Shaped by You Lingerie. Facebook is just Shaped by You. And on YouTube, we have Shaped by You Lingerie. So look for the red roses, y'all. Find us. Yes, because it's been tea. It's the childhood flashbacks for me and making the connections because it be like that. It really does.
Yes.
It really be like that.
Yes, and then I love having these conversations because it allows you to like go back to that moment and in real time like unlearn some bullshit, like, you know,
like fully process it
and be like, you know what, that is wrong, that is not what I believe, that is not how I feel about this.
Yeah, or that's not how I want to feel.
That's not how I want to feel about this. I need to take time to exactly. I need to take time to unpack this.
Agreed.
Because I don't want to carry this with me any longer. I want to move differently. I want to live differently. I want to feel differently. I want to experience things differently. And I want us all to experience sex differently.
The best that we can experience.
Yes.
It really just keep getting better. Like, I can't wait. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, like, let me get to your mind first.
Yes, the quiz is going to do it.
Yeah,
the quiz is going to do it because when you
it.
spark that, I love that. I love like unpacking sex things.
Let's talk about it.
Like, yes, especially in like non-sexual settings. Like let's sit here and talk about it. That's like ultimate foreplay for me. That's the real foreplay right there. Like, let me hear you say it. Come on.
Yeah, because it's just, and I forget some of the questions, but it's like an assignment that I kept from school, but I was just like, that's really cool. Like, this is a conversation that couples need to have. Like, everybody fucking, but nobody taking the time out to ask. And they just say stuff like, what is, like, you know, do you have any sexual traumas? Is it any do's or don'ts? Like, you know, just learning. Like, yeah. And it's like, before we get too deep, this is the stuff we need to know.
Yeah, I actually got a quiz too. Well, it's not a quiz. It's like an exercise.
Yes.
From Taylor, the sexologist. Y'all follow her.
Hey, Taylor.
And it's a yes, no, maybe. And so she has like a word bank of all these different sexual things that you can do.
You're going to make me go find that one first.
I will email it to you.
Let's do that.
Yes, yes. Tell her
date night. Sex date night.
Yes, and so it's like these things go in the yes column, these things go in the maybe column, and these things go in the hard no column. And I just love that. I'm like, yes, I need to do that quiz too. But yes,
well, shout out to the lovers and the sex and the date and getting it right. I mean, pleasurable for you, pleasurable for I. That's when we're like, hey, why not?
Yes, absolutely. It's been real, sister.
Yes, give me a hug. They gotta see is this black love on camera.
All the melanin for the bros.
Real black sister support, sexual. I needed this because it's sex is very much so it's obviously physical, but it's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual. Like, that's why soul ties is the thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, might really got to get this thing going. I'm excited.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us
today.
Thank you
for having me.
Yes.
Thank you.
And y'all shop with Shaped by You Lingerie for National Lingerie Day.
Hey.